This is just one text file, no code, nothing to install, just instructions. And right now it has almost 40,000 stars on GitHub. Why? People say that it makes Claude Code write up to 90% less code. Same job, but 90% less. So I gave Claude Code the same task with and without it, and I counted every line and every token. And what I found is more interesting than the hype. Part of it is real. I watched it turn hundreds of lines in just a few ones. But one of the things that most people are saying is just not true, and I'll show you. So what is it? So it's called Ponytail, and it's basically a skill, a Claude Code skill. If you don't know what the skill is, it's basically a text file. And in this text file you have a bunch of rules, and Claude Code will use them when it needs them. And this skill tells Claude to act as a lazy senior developer. So the way it works is that before Claude writes any kind of code, it goes through this list of questions. So the first question is, does this need to exist? If it doesn't need to exist, okay, let's just skip it, let's not implement it. Second question, does the standard library already implement this? If yes, let's use it, let's not reinvent the wheel. Then we have, is this native to the platform feature? If yes, let's use it. Again, let's not reinvent the wheel. Is it an install dependency? If yes, let's use it. Let's not implement it again. Can it be done in one line? Okay, let's do it in one line. And if the answer to all these 5 questions was no, then yes, let's just implement the minimum that respects the requirements. So now I'm going to show you how to install this. So in order to install this, we're going to use a simple repo. It's a simple fast API application that only has a list of items, and you can also add to the list of items. So the first thing you need to do is that you need to open your Claude session. Once it's open, you need to add the marketplace where this Ponytail plugin is published. So for this, you can go back to the GitHub repository. You can scroll down to the install part, and we're going to copy this first command. So plugin, marketplace, add, and then the marketplace for Ponytail. We go back to our VS Code, and we're going to paste it. Okay, it's adding to the marketplace. After it's installed, you can just go to plugin, so /plugin, and make sure you click 2 times to the right to marketplaces, and you make sure that you see here Ponytail. So this means that we have the marketplace installed, but we don't have yet the plugin installed. So click ask, we can go back to the GitHub repository, and we're going to copy the next line. So if you didn't do the first one, the second one will not work. We go back and we're going to paste it. Now we have to pick the scope of where we want to install this. So we want to do at the user scope, at the project scope, or local scope. So we're going to do it locally. We don't want to affect any other projects. After it's installed, you can close the session and open it again. Or what you can also do is you can do /reload plugins, and this will reload the plugins in the current session. As we can see here, it loaded one plugin. It was this plugin that we have. Another check that you can do, you can go here on the right, on the top, on the .claude file. We're going to open the settings.local.json and make sure that we have here the plugin. We have enabled plugins and then the Ponytail that's enabled. And that's it for the installation of Ponytail. What we're going to do now is to test it. So we're going to have the 2 repositories, one using Ponytail and another one not using Ponytail. We're going to give them the same task and test the results in terms of costs, so in terms of tokens, and in terms of results, how we implemented the feature in terms of the lines of code. We already have prepared this. So on the left, we're going to have it with Ponytail, and on the right, we're going to have without Ponytail. Just to make sure it's not installed, we can go to without Ponytail, and we see here we don't have the plugin enabled. So on the left side where we have the Ponytail, let's clear so we initialize a new session. I'm going to use ICO 4.5 because on the GitHub repo, all the tests that they showed were using this model. So the first task we're going to give them is to add the admin dashboard to manage the items. And as you can see, we're going to use the ICO 4.5 on both of them. We can already see on the one that's using Ponytail, it's already taking the lazy approach, so a single HTML. So the lazy one finished first. And the one without Ponytail finished now, and it took a bit more, so 2 minutes and 4 seconds compared to 27 seconds. Let's take a look into the code first. So if you go back to the Ponytail one, you can look, the only file that changed was the main. So if you look into the main, so you see that he added only 2 endpoints. So one for the admin with inline HTML plus an endpoint to delete the items. And if we go now to the without Ponytail, we can see that a lot of things change here. So we have the main.py, let's see what it changed. So we see it added a new endpoint that actually is going to load a static file, the index.html. So it's already creating new files. If we go to the Explorer, look into the files, we see a new folder static plus the index.html. So this is the HTML that's going to be loaded on the root folder that it created. If you go down, we can also see that it created other endpoints. So we have the put to update items. See, this was not asked. We have the delete to delete items. And we have also here some information to allow the fast API to load the static files. We already see a big difference in terms of code that was generated. So let's take a look into the cost on both of them. So we see that with Ponytail, we have here 1.5k input tokens, similar to the without Ponytail. Then we have output tokens 3.6k, and in here we have a lot more, so 8.4k. But this is not always the case, but in this example this happened. Also we have some cache read that 192k, and in here 33.8k. So we close our sessions with Claude, and we're going to take a look into the difference of lines that both of these sessions created. So we see here on the left that with Ponytail it was 101 lines to implement this, and here on the right without Ponytail was 464 lines to implement the same thing. Let's do now another test. So we have resetted everything to the base on both sides to do the next test. So let's open Claude on both sides. And let's ask now to add user authentication to this API. So we have now that the one without Ponytail, it actually finished first in 32 seconds, while the one with Ponytail is still running. And the one with Ponytail just finished, and this time later than the other one in 2 minutes. Let's take a look into the cost. So we have now that in terms of input was similar on both sides. So we have 1.5k on the one with Ponytail and 1.4k on the one without Ponytail. On the output now we have the opposite of the first test. So we have 6k in terms of output, and we have 2.3k in terms of output on the one without Ponytail. And in terms of cache, we also have that there was a lot more cache used on the one with Ponytail and less cache used on the one without Ponytail. Let's take a look into the difference in lines. So we see that now on the one with Ponytail, it actually added 10 more lines than the one without Ponytail. So we have 40 lines versus 30 lines. Let's go for the next test. So for this, again, we're going to reset everything to the base. We're going to open our Claude session on both sides. And once again, we're going to ask the same thing to add an endpoint that exports all items as a CSV file. So on both sides were pretty fast, so it was a simple task. On the one without Ponytail, it finished earlier, so in 14 seconds. And on the one with Ponytail, it was 23 seconds. So let's take a look into the costs. And we can see on this case, we're actually very similar. There was no big differences between them. So you can see on the input, output, even on the cache read and cache write, everything was pretty similar on both sides. Taking a look into the line differences, we can see again that actually without Ponytail, there was less lines. But again, these were simple tasks and there is no big differences between them. So we have 15 on the one with Ponytail, and we have 11 on the one without Ponytail. Now, for the last test, we're going to do the similar as before. We reset everything to base. We're going to open Claude session, and we're going to do the following. And we ask, add rate limited to the API, so each client is limited in how many requests they can make. So we're going to ask the same thing on both sides like we did on the previous tests. So they both finish, and once again, we have that actually without Ponytail was faster. 17 seconds compared to 1 minute and a half. So let's take a look into the costs and then the lines. Once again, the results show exactly what the opposite of the hype of everyone is saying. So we see that here, in terms of outputs, was more than double than the one without Ponytail. So the real question is, should you install Ponytail? Honestly, yes, but just for one reason. Because as you saw, it's not a solution to save less tokens. It's not magic. It's simply a way to stop AI from doing too much. If you give AI big requests, like build me a dashboard, add login, this is simply a way to keep the AI in check from doing too much. It's great for prototypes, and it's great if you're new, and sometimes you don't actually know if the AI is doing too much or not. But if your prompts are already small and clear, you will not notice too much. You might even pay a little more. So the important part is for you to know what it is for and just a nice thing to have. And here's the part I really want you to remember. This viral tool is just a simple text file. That's the real lesson. You don't have to wait for anyone to go viral on GitHub to have this kind of solutions. You can write your own skills in just 5 minutes. Just a few rules in plain English, and you ask Claude to create it for you. I'll show you quickly. So we are back in our project. I'm just going to clear to initialize a new session, and I'm going to ask Claude to do the following. Create me a locally new skill that only says don't do too much. Let's ask Claude to create this skill. So it finished creating the skill, and we can see here on the file tree, we go to skills, and we have our skill.md, and it basically says, don't do too much. It also got a reference to Ponytail, because on this repo, as you remember, we installed the Ponytail locally, so it created some link to it. But we can go here and just delete it, save it, and you have a skill that says don't do too much. No reason to over-engineer it. If this helped you see what these tools really are, subscribe, because that's the whole channel. Anyone can build with AI, and I mean anyone. See you on the next one.